update on top accolade news. The headlines: Elon Musk calls for US to exit Nato. Carney vows to stand up against Trump trade war. Nationwide airport strike grounds flights across Germany. Canada announces $272 million for foreign aid projects in Bangladesh and Indo-Pacific. In politics, Elon Musk calls for US to exit Nato. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and head of the Department of Government Efficiency, shared a provocative post on X on Sunday that read, "Exit NATO now." Musk added that it no longer made sense for America to continue paying for the defense of Europe. This statement echoes sentiment expressed by President Donald Trump, who has consistently criticized European NATO members for not meeting defense spending targets. Trump has repeatedly called on European nations to raise defense spending to 5% of their GDP, far higher than any member, including the US, currently spends. As Europe faces increasing pressure to support Ukraine amidst the ongoing conflict with Russia, the US appears to be stepping back, with Trump recently announcing a pause in military aid to Kyiv. Musk's remarks reflect his growing influence within the Trump administration and ongoing tensions within NATO. Still in politics, Carney vows to stand up against Trump trade war. Canada's incoming Prime Minister Carney delivered a strong message to the United States on Sunday, vowing to defend the country against President Donald Trump's trade action. In his victory speech following his overwhelming election by the Liberal Party, Carney emphasized Canada's readiness to stand up for its sovereignty and economy. He criticized Trump for attacking Canadian workers, families, and businesses, describing these actions as an existential threat to Canada. He stated that while Canada didn't seek his conflict, the country would prevail in the trade disputes with the US. Carney's leadership, with his seasoned economic background, is seen as an asset against Trump's aggressive stance, though his lack of political experience may be challenging as Canada approaches its next election. Shifting focus to economy, nationwide airport strike grounds flights across Germany. Chaos at airports across Germany as hundreds of flights are cancelled following a nationwide strike by airport workers over pay and working conditions. Led by the Verdi Union, the industrial action began unexpectedly on Sunday at Hamburg Airport and has spread to major hubs like Frankfurt, Munich, and Berlin. Over 500,000 passengers faced disruption, with many unable to board flights or transfer. The airstrike, which also affects waste collection in several cities, demands an 8% pay rise or a €350 monthly increase, along with better benefits. With further strikes expected, the next round of talks is scheduled for Friday in Potsdam. Moving to international relations, Canada announces $272 million for foreign aid projects in Bangladesh and Indo-Pacific. Canada's Minister of International Development, Ahmed Hussein, announced on Sunday that the Canadian government will provide $272.1 million in new funding for foreign aid projects in Bangladesh and the Indo-Pacific region. This funding will support 14 projects focused on improving healthcare, empowering women, and addressing climate change. Hussein emphasized the importance of Canada's long-standing relationship with Bangladesh and the Indo-Pacific region, highlighting the role of foreign aid in creating a brighter future for vulnerable communities. You are watching the Global News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. With us. In conflict, over 1,000 killed in violent conflict between ASSAD loyalists and Islamist rulers. Syrian authorities have declared the completion of a military operation targeting loyalists of ousted President Bashar al-Assad. Over 1,000 people have been killed in the recent clashes, most of them civilians. The conflict, which erupted in Assad's coastal heartland, involved intense fighting between Assad loyalists and the new Islamist-led government. Public services are now being restored, but the violence has sparked revenge killings. Syrian leader Ahmed al-Shara has vowed to investigate and uphold those responsible, accountable, as the country faces a growing insurgency. Still in conflict, North Korea launches missiles in response to US-South Korea military drill. North Korea launched multiple ballistic missiles on Monday, hours after condemning joint military drills between South Korea and the US as a dangerous, provocative act that could lead to an accidental confrontation. The missiles were fired from North Korea's western region towards the Yellow Sea, with South Korea's military confirming they were likely short-range ballistic missiles. The launch marks the first reported missile test since Donald Trump took office. The annual Joint Freedom Shield drills, which are set to run until March 20th, have been criticized by North Korea as preparations for invasion. Despite suspending live-fire exercises following an accidental bombing by South Korea jets that injured 29 civilians last week, the drills continue to stir tensions. In entertainment, celebrity chef critiques Meghan Markle's lifestyle series. British celebrity chef Jameson Stokes has harshly criticized Meghan Markle's new Netflix series with Love, Meghan, calling it painful to watch. The Michelin-starred chef stated that he found the show quite terrible, highlighting its slow music and overall tiresome tone. Stokes also suggested that Markle should return to acting, stating she's quite a good actress in real life or on screen. Additionally, Stokes revealed that Netflix had approached him last year to consult on Markle's lifestyle program, but he declined, fearing backlash despite being skeptical about the show's quality. Now in sports, India captain Rohit Sharma confirmed no plans to retire from ODI cricket. India's captain Rohit Sharma has put to rest retirement rumors after leading his team to a thrilling Champions Trophy victory. Scoring a crucial half-century, Sharma guided India to a 4-wicket win over New Zealand, securing their second successive ICC tournament title. Despite recent speculation about his future, Sharma has confirmed he is not stepping down from ODI cricket anytime soon. With India dominating world cricket and Sharma at the helm, the team continues to thrive. That concludes our global news update for today. Stay tuned for more global news and development. Thanks for joining us. I am Ojo Orumi Okocha. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.